Hi, it's Ileana. So today I am remote viewing the Trantaloids and a planet called Nara. Remote viewing paper session for target ID TR0 TROG9636 NARA 4698. So Nara, interesting. Connecting with an insectoid species who are 10th and 11th dimensional creator beings called the Trantaloids, or as I've learned otherwise, Trogs. So the target ID, I guess that was like, the person who assigned this target wanted to know if these beings, the Trantaloids, if they're also called Trogs, and they are, and Nara apparently is the planet. So that's what I found out from the remote viewing. These creator beings live on a planet called Nara, and they have created 10 Trantaloid species and are currently creating several insectoid bug creatures that are sentient in the bug sanctuaries on Nara. So they have these kind of like sanctuaries or nurseries where they create sentient beings and creatures, and right now they're creating bug sanctuaries on Nara. It's a huge planet. Trantaloids come in various shapes and sizes. They have 3 creator races that created the other Trantaloid species that live on various planets in the Milky Way galaxy in distant areas of this galaxy. One of the Trantaloid species that the 3 Trantaloid creators genetically brought into existence a long time ago is a predatory species that sometimes does interfere with humans on other planets in trying to control higher advanced technologies in people's minds in order to influence them to do things that they are not even planning on doing. The other Trantaloid species are not predatory, and they want to keep doing their work of creating new worlds and beings where life has never existed before in the voids of space. So one of the Trantaloid species that the 3 Trantaloid creators had genetically brought into existence a long time ago turned out to be predatory and had interfered with human stuff. And free will choice allows beings to choose what they do. So those creator Trantaloids, the 3 creator species, they didn't mind control humans or anything like that, but one of the species of the Trantaloids that they created chose to do that. And again, species with free will choice can choose to do things that is not necessarily in alignment with what their creators, genetically made them into. So it's not a genetic thing, it's not a on-purpose thing, it's just free will choice. All of the Trantaloid species are telepathic, and the bug insectoid species are highly intelligent, and some of them can fly, and they are large in size. They can also hop long distances and jump very high because they're insectoids and bug species. So obviously they have a huge range of how they travel, some with wings, some without wings, and their abilities. So it's a very interesting planet, and these beings are large in size. They're very telepathic. Nara is a large sanctuary planet where the 3 main Trantaloid creator species can create new species of Trantaloids in safe environments for them to grow and thrive on the same planet, so they live peacefully there and do not intrude on other evolving species' planets. So not all Trantaloids are predatory. It's just one of the species that were created, and they chose that out of their free will, of that experience. The Trantaloid ships look like bug spacecrafts with sentient consciousness technologies that guide and power these crafts. Trantaloids are like the stewards for helping to guide humanoid species on their ascension paths in life. They are also space travelers exploring far-off voids in space that do not yet have planets forming or life forms. So the Trantaloids create new planets with various different exotic beings living there. They will monitor the evolution of the exotic beings that they genetically and energetically create into existence to make sure that those beings have everything that they need to live decent lives on the planets where they were originally created. Remote viewing whiteboard session for target ID TROG9636- NARA 4698. The Trantaloids are a highly intelligent set of species with 3 different creator being type species, which have created all the other 10 races of Trantaloid and insectoid bug species living on inhabited planetary systems that the Trantaloids have created throughout the various millions and thousands of years as part of their existence in advancing the creation of sentient life forms where life has never existed before in the deepest depths of voids in space that have not been explored by humans or other living beings. Trantaloids consider themselves to be very advanced in their own evolutionary scale, so they work as guides from a distance in order to help evolve other species of humanoids to whatever their highest form of evolution can take them down on the path of physical and soul ascension journeys in the world of creation and life exploration in this universe. So we're going to have a look at what the various Trantaloid species look like, and they range between different insectoid looking beings and bug beings. So these are the Trantaloid creator beings that created the other Trantaloid species. And they're very telepathic and they're very interesting. These are the 10th and 11th dimensional Trantaloid creator beings who bring into existence new planets and species of insectoids and bug people where previously life never existed before. So those were the first 2 species that I saw in the remote viewing. And this was the 3rd species that I saw. And the planet is very colorful. It has different environments, different sanctuaries. And I saw a lot of different Trantaloid beings hopping, flying, and talking to each other telepathically. The 10th and 11th dimensional Trantaloid creator beings having a discussion meeting on Nara about the various evolution projects of the insectoid Trantaloids and the bug people and how they are developing on the large planet and the progressiveness of telepathic communications among the Trantaloid species. So this is what I was observing in the remote viewing, seeing these Trantaloid creator beings telepathically talking to each other, having meetings on Nara. This is another set of Trantaloids, and they look different because there's like 10 species in total. The 20 Trantaloid, insectoid, and bug species living on the planet Nara are all telepathic and communicate with each other through telepathy in their communication on a daily basis. They can also communicate telepathically with other sentient species of beings. So the 10 Trantaloids are the ones that are insectoid, and the others are the bug species. So that's the 20 in total together. 10 insectoids and 10 bug species. That's 20 Trantaloid species in total. And again, they can look very different. Some of them have bigger sizes, some of them have smaller sizes, depending on their genetic makeup. You can see that like this, yeah. And they can travel in pairs on the planet or alone. as they choose. Some of the Trantaloid insectoids have wings and can fly, and others can hop quickly or jump to long distances as they travel and traverse on their planet Nara. And this is a flying species of the Trantaloids. They can have multiple sets of wings. The Trantaloid insectoids can have 4 to 6 wings on their bodies that allows them to quickly fly on the large planet Nara. Very interesting insectoid and bug-like species. Very exotic looking. I've never seen species like this. And they seem to also have spiders on the planet. So some of these insectoid Trantaloids look like spiders too, but with wings, and they can fly. It's a diverse genetic makeup of Trantaloids on this huge planet. It's a sanctuary planet for creating different insectoid and bug species for evolution to let them fully develop safely on the planet. That's the purpose. Trantaloid insectoid races are not supposed to interfere with other evolving species of beings, yet one of the more aggressive Trantaloid groups with the flat-headed species had used mind control influence to tamper with 5D consciousness convergence technologies that the 10th and 11th D Trantaloids had designed to raise humanity's evolutionary abilities, and at one point that technology had been used to spy on the human species of Earth. Now the technology has been recalibrated to help with the ascension process and not mind control the humans or spy on them. So these more flat-headed Trantaloids are the aggressive Trantaloid species that I think Linda Moulton Howe also discussed that were trying to target Earth. That's what they look like. That's what I saw in the remote viewing. So not all Trantaloids are alike or the same, because there's many variations of them and genetic diversity as well. And these are the Trantaloid bug species. They're quite diverse on the planet. Trantaloid bug species, which are also telepathic, and they come in several sizes. Most of them are very large and can fly or hop as they travel around on their home planet Nara, where most of the Trantaloid insectoids and bug species were first created billions of years ago. But they're still being created, so this is a sanctuary planet for these beings to continue to create and evolve insectoids and bug species. So they're still creating. Some of these bugs are huge, some of them are smaller. Some of them kind of look spider-like, which is interesting, and bug-like. The Trantaloid bug species were specifically created on the planet Nara, where there are various habitat sanctuaries for the different types of Trantaloid species to coexist in their own living environments as they grow and evolve. So it's their own sanctuaries, their own places of safety to evolve and be part of creation and experience. They're all sentient. And these bugs look more like beetles, but huge. Beetle-like Trantaloids. The large Trantaloid bug species live and interact with the smaller bug species of the Trantaloids on the planet Nara. So there's smaller bug types and bigger bug types. And they all coexist with each other in their sanctuaries. Communicate telepathically. So this is another bug type species. Sort of looks like a wasp. Something between a cross of a wasp. But huge, much bigger. And this is another bug species that's large and can fly. Several different types of the Trantaloid bug species living together in peaceful coexistence on the large planet called Nara. And this is their ships. This is the Trantaloid ships. very bug-like looking craft. Trantaloid sentient scout ships that travel to distant galaxies and seed creation energy frequencies to create new planets where life forms have never existed before. So they are seeding other worlds and creating new life so that species can evolve and thrive. This is yet another bug-type Trantaloid craft. They can have huge motherships as well. Trantaloid sentient ships can morph into various forms and adapt to being in different space environments according to what is needed for the occupants of the crafts to live on the ships. And they could have huge motherships. These are mid-sized crafts, I would say, not the most largest motherships, but these are more like scout crafts and exploration ships. And these are like shuttle crafts that they launch from the larger crafts that orbit planets and travel to planets. So they do travel to other planets and explore and seed life. Trantaloids have different sized crafts that are large motherships, which can have an insectoid type of a shape, and also smaller shuttle crafts for landing quicker on planets that need to be explored quickly. So they're quite a curious species of beings. They're explorers, they're creator beings. They have a huge wide diversity of insectoids and bug-type species that they've created throughout billions of years. They have ships, they explore, they're curious and very telepathic. When I remote viewed them, I found them to be friendly, welcoming. I felt kindness from them. The planet is huge and the energy was interesting. Good energy on the planet. I found it diverse in life forms and just quite the most interesting remote viewing that I've ever done. I've never done this type of a remote viewing. So many insectoid species, bug species, spiders, large insectoids, small insectoids, winged, no wings, just a huge diversity of different beings creating and exploring different body types, shapes, and telepathy, and being creators. Very interesting remote viewing. I found it exciting. So I wanted to share that. Thank you so much.